Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal, Mr. Butter, coming back at you again. Today I want to take a look at a silhouette that I have not yet reviewed on this channel. It takes me back to childhood, and it's really just something way different than the norm. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's take a look at these Nike Diamond Turf in the Must Be the Money colorway. What is happening, everybody? It is wonderful to be back here with y'all again. This is going to be a quick review. I am in between soccer games today. My middle child had a soccer game this morning, and my son, my youngest, has a soccer game this afternoon. These just got delivered, and I've really been looking forward to this pair. I wanted to just throw this together as quick as I could. So anyhow, we're going to get to the point, but I am going to throw in some tidbits just of why I was so excited for this pair. First off, I did not realize that these came in the same style box as like a Jordan 12. It even has that same verbiage on the back of it. But the top of it is just cardboard, and it's got a Nike swoosh there on the top. The sides of the lid are kind of like an orangish red color, and the base is black. I ordered these from Finish Line and used some status rewards to get 20 bucks off. I think they were either 150 US dollars or 155, but then with the $20 off, right around 130, 135. So not a bad price at all. The tag reads Nike Air Diamond Turf. The colors are sail, mica blue, and coconut milk. I went with a size 10.5 on this pair. A lot of times with air trainers and shoes that have a Velcro strap across the top of them, I go a half size up just because sometimes that strap makes them fit a little extra snug, and I have wide feet, so I decided to go a half size up. And enough of that box talk and my yapping.
It must be the money.
It seems like Nike has been releasing a lot of different colorways of the Diamond Turf here recently, and for those that don't know, this was Deion Sanders' signature silhouette, and Deion Sanders is just one of those absolute icons from the early 90s. I think he was a rookie in 89 or 90, but much like Bo Jackson, he was just one of those dual sports athletes. So he played both baseball and football, and he really did great at both. But anyhow, you can see nods to both of those sports on these shoes, and much like air trainers were for Bo Jackson, just a shoe that you could do anything in, that's a lot of what the Diamond Turf was created for as well. It's just meant to be an all-purpose shoe. You can wear them for exercising, you can wear them to play basketball in, whatever it might be. This is going to be a great shoe to do it. And back in the day, they called Deion Sanders Primetime. That was his nickname, and he definitely earned that. He just had such a charisma and such a style about him. He was just such a big personality, and he was a lot of fun to watch, but he was also just very good at what he did, so it really did make him one of those icons of the early 90s. I collected sports cards as a kid, and Deion Sanders was one of those players that you definitely tried to grab as many as you could. I actually sent these into PSA as an adult, but this is his football rookie card, and that's from Upper Deck. I love this card, and you can kind of see some of his personality and his style coming through on that. This is from 89, but that's a Topps Traded card. And then here's a card from 1990. I guess this wouldn't be considered a rookie card, but this would have been his second year that he was playing in the majors, but there he is in his Yankees uniform. So even though he had a whole lot of talent as a professional athlete, he was also just such a big personality, and he was just so popular. His style really helped to earn him a lot of popularity. And in 1994, he released an album that was titled Primetime, which was his nickname. And on that album, he had a single release called Must Be the Money. I think the colorway of this pair might be inspired by one of his outfits from that video, And then I think all these little gold accents on there and everything, I think that just helps to hammer home the must be the money theme. But looking at the outsole, it's very chunky. You can see that we've got kind of like a sail color or that coconut milk. And then we've got some black up towards the forefoot and a little bit of that light blue there towards the heel. At the midfoot, we do have some Nike Air branding as well. Then as you come to the side of the shoe, you can see that that coconut milk rubber kind of wraps up to the midsole area. We can see some Nike branding there, and then that meets some black painted foam as well as some white foam, and on the heel you can see some Air branding. It's a very chunky looking midsole, and it really does take me back to that era of the early to mid 90s. Then as we come to the upper on the shoe, the base is a smooth kind of sail leather. Maybe it's bright white, but then all the overlays have this nice textured leather on it. And another thing that I really love about these overlays is that the leather has a natural finish on it. So you just see this tan color shining through on the edges of the leather, but it gives the shoe a really neat look, especially whenever you're looking at areas where there's like overlays on top of overlays. I just love the little border effect that it gives all these edges. The tongue almost feels like a neoprene material, and that's in a white color. And then at the top, we have this rubberized tag, and you see the numbers 24 as well as the numbers 21. One of those numbers he wore for football. I think football was 21 and 24 was what he wore for baseball. But then in between that, you can see a field goal post, and at the base of it is a home plate. So again, that's a little nod to both sports, and I think that's a pretty cool touch. We have this really bold Velcro strap that goes right over top of the lacing system. And on the left shoe, it has the number 21, and on the right shoe, it has the number 24. We do have a gold screen for a ventilation on the side panels, and again, I really like the way that that coordinates with the Nike Air branding that we see on the heel. These came with flat white laces already in the shoes, but they also included a flat black pair of laces. These have a black sock liner and a black insole, and down on that insole we have a $sign in gold. I know I flew through that, but I just wanted to get this done really quick. I got a soccer game to get to, but I really love the way this pair came out. I love the colorway. I think it's very wearable, and I plan on throwing these on feet very soon. Let me know if you'd like to see an on-foot look. Unfortunately, today I just don't have the time for it, but I plan on rocking these a good bit. Let me know what you think about Deion Sanders and the Diamond Turf series. Let me know what you think of this colorway, or if you've picked up any other colorways of this silhouette. I appreciate you all watching tremendously, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. I will catch y'all on the next one. I'm out.